All they wanted was a baby, and they were willing to pay thousands of dollars to adopt.
WDRB Investigates reporter Valerie Chen looks into a scam that preyed on people who want to be parents.
So the journey began for me in July of 2021.
Longing of wanting to have a baby.
It had been a very long journey for me the whole pregnancy. I had some difficulties. I had my first miscarriage. I decided to get back into social media to kind of find support groups for miscarriages. So I found this really nice group. The women were so good. And then I clicked on it one day and there was a link for adoption. And so I clicked on that. I joined that group as well.
Bardstown resident Bernadette Maha Abdullah has older children, and her brother was adopted. She wanted to follow in her parents' footsteps of adopting a child and was getting adoption advice from a group on Facebook.
So I told my husband, there's a guy on there. He runs an adoption agency. Let's contact him.
They wanted to adopt from India to match her husband's nationality. She was told these are pictures of babies in an Indian orphanage who needed homes.
He went by the name of S. Eunice, and we basically became like brothers and sisters. We would share everything about our day and everything with each other. I guess that was his way of kind of luring me in so I would trust him.
She said he claimed to work for the main Indian adoption agency in that country and helped people with their paperwork. And from there, she agreed to pay $10,000 to adopt a baby girl and boy.
He said, your first deposit will be $500. I never hesitated because I trusted him. He sent me the legal documents showing that he had applied and everything was all set up. And I was like, well, it seems legitimate. I made my next deposit.
She says the man would make excuse after excuse about why she couldn't see the kids.
You know, the kids are older by that time, you know, and I'm knowing this. And he's sending me updated photos, but I'm never getting to see the children.
Turns out it was all a scam.
I found out the pictures that he had sent me were his own children. And the way that I found this out was I did a little more digging online on Facebook, and I came across his wife's account, and there were those pictures of his children.
Pictures of children who were never up for adoption.
There's a lot of emotions going into adoption, so it's going to be a little bit easier to scam victims because, again, they're thinking with their hearts. They just want to, adopt a child.
A lot of scammers are using Facebook to reach out to people.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of scams originate or at least grow on social media.
The Better Business Bureau says just like other scams, make sure you know who you are dealing with. And in this case, try to verify that with the adoption agency.
Contact an attorney. There are lots of attorneys who specialize in adoptions. They can walk you through the steps of what you actually need to do to conduct a legal adoption.
We're over here in America and we can't really do anything legally to them, and they know this.
But Abdullah gave a total of $1,275.
You probably won't get your money back.
Yes, I know.
What is your message to him?
And that was the worst thing you could have done to someone who was grieving a child.
But from heartache came a blessing. She had a baby.
Her name is Hashira.
Her hope now is that others will learn from what she went through.
He taught me at a very emotional time in my life.
WDRB Investigates tried searching for the man on social media but couldn't find him. Abdullah says a scammer has now deleted his Facebook pages and groups he was in. We did find his email address, but he never responded back. With photojournalist Zach Crabtree, Valerie Chen, WDRB News.